The smartphone revolution of the early 21st century ignited fierce competition among tech giants. Apple's iPhone and Google's Android quickly emerged as the dominant forces, leaving little room for other contenders. In the midst of this battle, Microsoft introduced its own player, the Windows Phone. Launched in 2010, the Windows Phone promised to be a game-changer by bringing Microsoft's legacy of software innovation to mobile devices. However, by 2017, the Windows Phone had exited the market, leaving behind a trail of unmet expectations, frustrated users, and significant financial losses for Microsoft. How could a company as powerful and resourceful as Microsoft fail in one of the most lucrative technology sectors? To find the answer, we must explore the story of the Windows Phone, its origins, its ambitious goals, and the series of missteps that led to its downfall. From a lack of developer support to poor timing and strategic blunders, the rise and fall of the Windows Phone serves as a cautionary tale for even the mightiest corporations. When Microsoft announced the Windows Phone in 2010, the company already had a presence in mobile with its Windows Mobile platform. However, Windows Mobile was outdated and clunky compared to the sleek, user-friendly interfaces of Apple and Android. The Windows Phone 7 was designed to change that, featuring a unique Metro interface characterized by colorful live tiles that visually set it apart from its competitors. The Windows Phone aimed to integrate seamlessly with Microsoft's ecosystem, offering features like Office Mobile, Xbox Live integration, and OneDrive cloud services. On paper, it seemed like a perfect proposition for professionals and loyal Microsoft users. However, the timing of its release proved problematic. By 2010, Apple and Android had already established a substantial lead, and Microsoft was late to the game. One of the most critical factors in the success of a smartphone platform is its app ecosystem. Unfortunately, this is where the Windows Phone faltered from the very beginning. While Apple's App Store and Google Play were thriving with millions of apps, the Windows Phone Store struggled to attract developers. Popular apps like Instagram, Snapchat, and many mobile games were either missing entirely or took years to arrive after their release on iOS and Android. Microsoft attempted to address the app gap by providing financial incentives to developers, but this strategy produced limited results. Developers were reluctant to invest in a platform with a small and declining user base. This led to a vicious cycle. A lack of key apps resulted in fewer users, and fewer users discouraged developers from creating apps for the platform. In 2013, Microsoft acquired Nokia's mobile phone division for $7.2 billion in an effort to strengthen its position in the smartphone market. Initially, this move appeared promising, as Nokia was still a respected name in the industry. However, it ultimately became a costly mistake. By the time of the acquisition, Nokia's market share had significantly declined, and its brand no longer held the power it once did. The partnership between Microsoft and Nokia resulted in a series of Lumia smartphones that showcased the Windows Phone operating system. Despite their innovative hardware designs and impressive cameras, these devices did not resonate with consumers. The marketing efforts were lackluster, and the phones were often priced too high compared to Android alternatives, which offered more features and better app support. Another factor contributing to the failure of Windows Phone was Microsoft's lack of focus and a clear vision. The company struggled with whether to cater to enterprise users, its traditional stronghold, or to appeal to the general consumer market. This indecision was evident in its advertising campaigns, product features, and overall strategy. Additionally, Microsoft was simultaneously developing Windows 8 for desktops and tablets, which further diluted its attention and resources. The Windows Phone did not receive the priority it needed to compete effectively against iOS and Android. By the time Windows Phone entered the market, Apple and Google had already solidified their positions as dominant players. Apple's iOS was synonymous with luxury and innovation, while Android offered unmatched customization and affordability. Both platforms possess strong ecosystems, loyal user bases, and well-established app stores. Microsoft's efforts to differentiate itself with features like live tiles and seamless integration with Windows PCs were insufficient to entice users away from iOS and Android. Consumers had little reason to switch to a platform that lacked the apps and features they were accustomed to. Microsoft's marketing efforts for the Windows Phone were inconsistent and uninspiring. Unlike Apple, which emphasized the iPhone's sleek design and groundbreaking features, Microsoft struggled to effectively communicate what made the Windows Phone unique. Although the Metro interface was innovative, it was also unfamiliar and intimidating to many users. Rather than highlighting its strengths, Microsoft's campaigns often came across as defensive, focusing on what Windows Phone could do better than its competitors instead of showcasing its own innovations. By 2015, it was evident that the Windows Phone was losing the battle for market share. Microsoft shifted its focus to the Windows 10 mobile platform, hoping to unify its desktop and mobile experiences. However, this effort came too late, and the damage had already been done, resulting in a continued decline in the user base. In 2017, Microsoft officially announced the end of support for Windows Phone, marking the conclusion of its ill-fated journey in the smartphone market. The company acknowledged its failure to attract developers and admitted that it could no longer compete with iOS and Android. The failure of the Windows Phone provides several valuable lessons. First, timing is crucial in any competitive industry. Microsoft's late entry into the smartphone market put it at a significant disadvantage. Second, building a strong app ecosystem is essential for success. No matter how innovative a platform may be, it will struggle to survive without the support of developers. Finally, having a clear vision and focused strategy is critical. Microsoft's indecision and lack of prioritization ultimately undermined its efforts. Even though we view this entire venture as an unsuccessful attempt to provide an alternative to Apple and Google, we should not overlook the positive legacy it has created. The mobile industry would be significantly lacking if it weren't for the substantial resources that Microsoft and its partners invested in developing a third viable ecosystem. The story of the Windows Phone serves as a reminder that even the most powerful companies can falter without the right strategy and execution. Despite its innovative features and ambitious goals, the Windows Phone could not overcome the dominance of iOS and Android. While its failure was a significant setback for Microsoft, the company has since redirected its focus toward other areas, such as cloud computing and artificial intelligence, where it continues to thrive. For consumers, the Windows Phone symbolizes a what could have been moment in tech history. Its failure highlights the importance of adaptability, innovation, and understanding market dynamics in an ever-evolving industry. The simplest explanation is that they attempted to compete but ultimately failed. This is somewhat surprising, considering they were present at the beginning of the smartphone wars. I thought Windows CE was quite impressive, particularly since it was the best option available at the time. However, it was also too slow, clunky, and plagued with bugs. We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one.